Hi everybody, welcome to Live Trading Room's daily Forex analysis. Today is Friday, March the 9th, and it's 11:30 in the morning. Let's see how the Forex market is behaving through the index grid of our best and worst dashboard. The New Zealand dollar is in first position, gaining 1.41% on its currency basket, followed by the Canadian dollar, ahead by 1.39%. Then we have the Australian dollar, ahead by 1.22%. The Swiss franc gaining 0.54%, and the British pound ahead by 0.47%. The US dollar is down by 0.25%, the euro is losing 0.59%, and the yen comes last, losing 4.20% on its currency basket. The power strength gives us the Australian dollar 100% long and the yen 100% short. We have high percentages on the euro and the New Zealand dollar also, respectively 85% short and 85% long. The best trades so far on the Forex market are New Zealand dollar yen ahead by 0.73% and Canadian dollar yen ahead by 0.71%. Now let's go to the charts to analyze the majors. Aussie US dollar is moving in a slight bullish tendency, just at the target number 1 level of the bullish zone of the target geometry at 0.7801. We have a bullish price action at an intraday and multi-day level. The pair is gaining 0.20% on a daily basis, and we have a bullish percentage confluence up to the monthly level. The RSI is above 50 on every time frame except the daily. We have 100% long Australian dollar against a 71% short US dollar, so should the market remain above 0.7795, we may have a continuation to the upside. The euro dollar is essentially moving sideways inside the no trade zone of the target geometry with a slight bearish tendency, as the market is losing 0.08% on a daily basis. Also, we have an RSI below 50 up to the daily time frame, but both currencies are very weak on their respective currency baskets, so we might anticipate a very limited daily range. Although later in the day, we're going to have the release of the non-farm payrolls, which could inject some volatility on this market. We can observe two levels below 122.88. We may have a continuation to the downside. Above 123.31, the market could try to rally. The cable is also moving sideways inside the no trade zone of the target geometry just at the daily opening. Right now we have a bearish price action at a scalping and intraday level with a breakout of the previous lows from M1 to M15. We also have an RSI below 50 on every time frame up to the daily. The market is presenting a daily doji, and also here we have both currencies very weak on their respective currency basket. 71% short US dollar against 57% short British pound. In order to see some directionality on this market, we're probably going to have to wait for the release of the non-farm payrolls. We can monitor two levels. Above 138.26, the market could try to rise. Below 137.88, we may have a continuation to the downside in direction of the monthly opening at 137.58. Kiwi US dollar is moving in a bullish tendency just below target number 2 of the bullish zone of the target geometry at 0.7279. With a confluent price action, the market is moving above all the moving averages of the EMA dashboard, with a bullish percentage confluence up to the yearly level and an RSI above 50 on every time frame from M15 to the monthly. We have a 71% short US dollar against an 85% long New Zealand dollar. So if the market remains above 0.7266, we may have a continuation of the bullish move. US dollar Canada is moving in a slight bearish tendency just below the entry level of the bearish zone of the target geometry. The market is finding support at the intersection of the weekly opening, the previous daily low, target number 1 of the bearish zone of the target geometry, and the daily Fibonacci fan which crosses it. Right now we have a bullish price action at a scalping and intraday level, but the pair is still losing 0.15% on a daily basis. We have a confluent Australian dollar. We have a 71% long Canadian dollar against a 57% short US dollar. So if the market remains below 128.81, we may have a slight continuation to the downside. After the breakout of the previous daily high, US dollar Swiss franc is now presenting a daily doji, with the price on the daily opening at 0.9508. Right now we have a bullish price action from the scalping to the multi-day level and a breakout of the previous highs on M30, H1, the weekly and the monthly time frame, and the RSIs turning above 50 up to the daily time frame. Both currencies are very weak on their respective currency basket, so we may expect a limited daily range, but of course this pair also will be influenced by the release of the non-farm payrolls later in the day. Above 0.9522, we may have a continuation of the bullish tendency. Below 0.9494, the market could try to fall in direction of the monthly opening at 0.9441. Now let's close the analysis with US dollar yen, which gave a bullish signal at the breakout of the previous daily high. The market already closed above the monthly opening at 106.65 with a confluent price action, a bullish percentage confluence up to the monthly level, and an RSI above 50 up to the H4 time frame. With 100% short yen against a 57% short US dollar, we may have a continuation to the upside if the market remains above the monthly opening. That's all for today's analysis. Thank you for your attention, as always. Starting on Monday, until further notice, the Live Trading Room's daily Forex analysis will be exclusively dedicated to the members of the trading community. So for now, I wish you a good weekend and good trading from Live Trading Room Trading Community.